Hey everybody, it's me, Kelby Lorenz, MCT's marketing director. Today I'm here with DeAnne Rader, who is one of our new board members for 2023. Like you've seen some other videos in the series. So today we're gonna be talking to DeAnne, get to know her a little bit. And I'm just gonna pepper her with questions. And so we're just gonna jump in. Are you ready, DeAnne?
Sure, let's go for it.
All right. So tell the people about yourself, DeAnne. Who is DeAnne Rader?
Well, I'm originally from Marshfield, but I moved away and was gone for about 30 years. And now I'm back and kind of experiencing it again, but like a newcomer. A lot has changed. So it's kind of like, wait, I don't know anybody anymore. But um, I have two grown daughters and three adorable grandkids. I'm the director of Safe Harbor Victim Assistance here in Marshfield. I'm also involved in DAR, which is Daughters of the American Revolution, for those who don't know it, which is a lot of fun. And in my free time, I enjoy photography, genealogy, and even traipsing around exploring historic cemeteries. But it's not in a creepy way. It's historic.
Okay, I love that. Like I'm all about that. We love spooky stuff. Uh, I did not know that about you.
Oh yeah.
So just kind of all over the place, and I love that. Just lots of different interests and lots of different things.
Yeah.
All right. So talk to me about how you got involved with MCT and how long you've been involved with MCT.
Well, my mom was one of the founders, so I've always known about it. Um, both of my kids have been in productions. I've even been in a couple myself. I've also helped with both marketing and tech and probably other things that I can't think of. And I guess I've been involved mostly off and on since around 2012, depending on when I was living in here. I tend to get really involved with one particular show, and then it gets to be it's a lot, it's
Uh-huh.
intense. So then I'll
Yep.
take a break, I'd be like, no, I'm not going to do anything on the next show. So I'm kind of off and on.
I appreciate your willpower and being able to say, I'm going to take a break after this show is done. I
It's
do
tough
not have
because
that willpower.
I
So,
know, but they're all so fun. So I get why you would want to not also.
yeah, I'm just laughing as you're talking about tech and marketing because I was like, I was involved in both of those and getting
Yes,
DeAnne
I'm sure
involved.
you roped me into both of them somehow.
So, a lot of times, like we're doing shows, there's a lot of connections and a lot of memories that are made,
Mm.
with people in shows. So talk to me about one of your favorite memories at being involved in MCT.
That's a really tough question because there are just so many fun things. I have great memories of when I helped with tech during Seussical. That was a lot of fun. I got to call the show for that one, so that was super fun for me. I also love any of the shows where we've been in Jubilee Theater. It's
Mhm.
great because there's a house cat there that randomly appears. Everyone gets all excited about it. I keep waiting for that thing to run across stage during a performance and steal the show, but it hasn't happened yet. Um, I think some of the best memories actually come from when things go wrong and watching how everybody adapts. And most of the time, the audience doesn't have a clue. So it's like, we pulled it off. So that's always fun. And then every show you're involved in, it feels like you're all together, you know, a lot during this, several weeks time, and you kind of become like a family. And so like I still remember my people from, this show or that show. It's like, oh, that's my, Suzical family. That's the Annie family. So yeah.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you that some of the more memorable moments are the ones where everything's falling apart. And it's that like 20 seconds of like pure chaotic scramble of how are we going to save this? Okay, everybody take a breath. Like, we did it.
Right.
The
Right.
show's still going. So
Yes,
definitely some of the more memorable moments for sure.
for sure.
All right, so this next question's been a hard question for some people. Um, what's your favorite show? It could be one at MCT, it could just be like your favorite show in general.
Well, for MCT, my favorite show is whichever one is playing now because they're just all fun and I just really enjoy, there's so many different styles, different genres that we do, but they're just all really unique in their own way and I really enjoy them in the moment. As far as in general, I can't get away from Les Mis being my favorite. I know
Oh,
not everybody loves it, but if you do, you do. And I love it. And I'm telling you, I cry every time when Eponine dies. It just
oh.
gets me. Oh my gosh, just breaks me up.
I mean, that is a solid choice. That is a solid choice.
Oh, well, thank you. I
Like
appreciate that.
it ranks up there in my list of top,
Oh, well, good. I'm glad
shows.
you approve.
So
Tell
yes, that's all that really matters.
me.
Um, so shifting gears a little bit, let's talk about MCT board member positions, stuff that's happening in 2023. What are you most excited about being a board member this year?
Well, that's a really tough question to ask me before we've even had our first board
That's
meeting.
why I'm asking it now. I want
Oh,
to,
oh,
I
I
want to,
see.
I want to see how it pans out. We'll compare it at the end of the year.
Yeah, well, I'm just kind of excited that the year's a blank slate, and I think that, there are going to be a lot of fun things that we do, and there's a lot of opportunities. I'm probably mostly excited about getting the chance to help the community learn more about MCT and how fun it is and how many opportunities there are to get involved.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you have any plans, as a board member? I know I've been rubbing you into marketing stuff this year. Like, do you have any like big plans or ideas for 2023, or are you just like gonna like coast a little bit and see how it plays
I
out?
may coast a little in the beginning. I may have some ideas that are on the back burner because I've been involved in other theaters in other
Mhm.
states, through all my moving around. So I can probably, steal some of those ideas perhaps and maybe,
Mhm.
offer some suggestions. But, as a new board member, I want to kind of just kind of see how things are going and kind of as situations come up, then I tend to, think of ideas then.
Yeah. I mean, I have plans for you on the marketing side, but we're gonna talk
I'm
about
afraid of
those. So,
that.
um, so it's official. We're in our 20th season. Like January started, like it's happening. How does that make you feel, like being a part of MCT's 20th season this year?
Well, it's pretty special that MCT has even been around that long for a community group in a small town. That's really saying something. But on the other hand, I shouldn't be surprised. I mean, growing up in Marshfield, it's always been known to have a lot of talented people. So we have a lot of people around, and that just continued through the generations. We continue to have a lot of talent. So we have a lot of people around to help us put on great shows. And just to be, involved in the 20th season, that's just really an honor.
Yeah, we've done so much planning this last year. It's one of those things like, oh my gosh, it's actually happening. Like it's January, we're doing this. There's no going back, but it's also super exciting. And I know that like we have a really good board and a really good leadership team, and I'm super excited for what we're gonna do
Yeah.
this year. All right, I have one last official question. So why do you think people should be involved with MCT?
Well, I just think that in general, the arts are very important. I think that people need to be able to express their creativity. It's really good for, brain development and emotional health. And I think we also benefit when we experience different situations and see different perspectives through the lives of the characters that we're portraying. I think that we learn empathy when we start to be able to relate to people that are different from ourselves. That's just really important. Um, Also, we learn to work together. It takes so many different people with different talents to pull off a show. It's way more than just about the performers. You've got people making costumes, designing sets, working on publicity. There are people taking tickets, running concessions, running lights and sound, sometimes wrangling kids backstage. There's, that's not my cup of tea, but hey, someone's got to do it.
Same.
Um,
Yes.
there's really something for everyone. Plus, MCT is really all about good storytelling, and I love a good story. So, that's just plain fun.
Yes. And this is our regularly scheduled marketing break. I've been putting these plugs in all of these videos, so nobody should be surprised. But if you want to get involved, go to marshfieldtheater.org, find information. We have a contact page with all of our email addresses. Follow us on social media. You can reach out to DeAnne or I individually. If we don't know the answer, we'll find someone who does. So like this is your chance. Get involved. We're nice people. We'll answer your questions.
Yeah, for sure. We'll find a job for you for sure.
Yes, absolutely. We'll put your name on something and it'll be official. It's typically how I roll around here. But yeah, so end of marketing break. So that was all of my questions that I had specifically. Is there anything that you want to just like impart upon the masses, any extra information, something you want to just throw out there before we sign off?
No, I would just encourage you if you're even just curious about it, first just go to a show and kind of see what it's about. And, maybe snag somebody, when you sign in or just someone that's involved and say, hey, that looks like fun. How did you get to do that? And they'll put you in touch with somebody. Or don't wait for a show. Call us now. Get a hold of us and say, hey, I have this talent. Can you use me? And most likely we will.
Absolutely. We will find a place for sure.
Yes.
All right. Well, that's all that I had. So thanks for sitting down with us, DeAnne, and letting the people get to know you a little bit. I know I appreciate it. I will be seeing you in person soon.
Yes.
And hopefully we'll see everybody at some point during our 20th season this year. So,
Yes, thank you, and Happy New Year, everybody.
all right.
Bye.